One of the first steps to moving towards vision is to recognize where you are. To notice what is my current reality, meaning what's the status of my relationships, of the results of my work life, of my home life, what's my emotional and mental health like, what are the financial ramifications of my choices in life right now. And all the relationships and the networks around me are all part of my current reality. The current reality is you are here if you're on a Google map. This is where I am for real right now. Now, sometimes we're not always clear on our current reality, and feedback helps with that. Feedback is a great resource to explore and investigate current reality, how things really are, what's actually going on. Because until we get there, we can't get where we're going. If you don't know where you are, you can't get where you're going. But once we're there, once we've landed on a good, solid foundation of current reality, which of course is ever changing and we need to continually investigate it, we can look towards vision. And when we think about vision at Novus Global, we like to define it as a picture of the future that produces passion. It's a picture that's exciting, that's compelling, that would be thrilling. It's a vision that is worth going through the pain, the discomfort of transformation, of growth, of change. So it needs to be really compelling. It needs to produce that excitement and that passion. For example, at Novus Global, our vision is leading humanity into going beyond high performance. Going beyond high performance means asking the question, what am I capable of? And examining what you're capable of versus just settling for whatever the next highest performance you or someone else has created up until this point. So it could be organizational, it could be personal, it could be both. We own our vision individually and corporately. My personal vision is to create an experience of hope wherever I am so that people know there is always a possibility in the face of despair, resignation, and loss. And I'm very passionate about that. And that is really the focus of my work, of these videos that you see, and any work I do in the training room or in the coaching realm. And so we're looking at the vision, we're here in current reality, and we notice there's this gap in between where we are and where we long to be, where we're headed, where we believe we could be. There are so many different ways to relate to this gap, this space in between where we are and where we're headed. And I want to explore a couple of those ways today. Let's say that all the different ways of relating to that gap can be boiled down to two different ways. We can love it or we can fear it. What does the fear side look like? Let's say we're looking at that gap and we start thinking to ourselves, I'm not enough. I can't do this. I don't have what it takes. Or I'm too much. I don't know how to handle myself. I don't know where I need to go. I'm not sure I'm up for this. I'm afraid. I'm frustrated. I'm anxious. I'm exhausted. I'm daunted, I feel overwhelmed. There's all kinds of ways of relating to that gap that are probably based in some sort of fear. Fear of performing, fear of looking bad, fear of our discomfort and what we know it's going to cost us to move towards the vision. And when we find ourselves in any fear-based conversation, not a problem, no judgment, because judgment is part of the fear-based conversation, start to notice, hey, this is a fear-based conversation. And instead of judging yourself for it, just put it out there like on a plate. Go, oh, wow, interesting. Fear-based conversation. How fascinating. I wonder what would be another way of relating to this gap. We can also relate with love. We can love the gap. We can explore it. We can look for it. We can be excited about seeing, oh, these are my gaps. This is what I need to do next, or these are the adjustments or the tweaks that I can make to move towards my vision. If we're not stuck in some identity conversation and we don't feel like who we are is being threatened, we can have all kinds of love for the gap. And the gap can actually show up to us as something exciting, as something compelling, something challenging in a sense that we get to become the person who we need to be to have this vision turn out. And that's pretty exciting because the vision itself, remember, is this picture of the future that produces passion, that gets us out of bed in the morning, that's exciting, and that we are willing to go through the pain and discomfort of transformation for. We can accomplish anything if we're willing to pay the price. Is your vision something you are willing to pay the price for? And sometimes the price is looking at the gap and deciding, hey, I'm gonna love it today. I'm not gonna fear it. Sometimes the price is that discomfort or that ego punch or just that ability to jump into something that seems impossible, that price of fear, uncertainty. Can we be excited about that? Can we relate to that with a sense of purpose, with a sense of joy, with a sense of generative abundance, so that we recognize in this pursuit, not only are we becoming the person that we are committed to be, we're also creating space for other people to become who they're committed to be. Because you know what? Whether we recognize it or not, people are watching, people are looking, people are wondering. So will you be that person that decides to relate to the gap with love today? And if you are, that's fantastic. Invite somebody else into that conversation with you. And if you happen to be relating to it with fear, that's okay too. No judgment. Something to notice. Two very different energies, and they're going to take you in different places. You can check out my other videos, Fear and Love, Law of Google Maps, and I've got one on feedback, which is what helps us stay course correcting on the way to vision. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, ring the bell for notifications, make a comment, share it with someone. I would love to hear from you.